Hey, Drive Tribe, Migs here, and we are at Gears and Grind with JP from Dirt Fascination. He's hosting us once again. And we also got the guys from 1010's podcast. Where are you guys located again?
Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa. They came all the way from Des Moines, Iowa to be at the 75th anniversary of the SCCA National Convention over at South Point Hotel and Casino. So we have Michael Beck. Actually, everybody, why don't you just introduce yourselves? Michael.
I'm Michael Beck. I'm one of the hosts of 1010's podcast.
You guys watch this all the time, right? And USA Drive Tribe in the chat.
Robert Veerhout, also a co-host of 1010's podcast.
Adam Nielsen, 1010's podcast.
All right, they're all from the same place. That's good. All from the same place. John, where are you from?
JP, not 1010's podcast, but I'm their biggest fan.
I keep calling him like John, and it should be JP. It's a JP.
Name's actually John. That's actually my real name.
But I don't want
Nobody
people.
knows me
It's
that.
branding, brother.
It's branding. JP.
It's branding.
Dirt Fascination. And the Do or Die podcast.
That's right. So where can we find you? Since you're the host, we'll start. Where can we find you online?
DirtFascination.com or the YouTube channel or the InstaWebs or Instagrams or, it's a thing with the email, the internet thing.
The net. All right,
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
All the
cool.
kids are on it. You should check
Adam,
Yes.
do you have your own site, or are we just like
1010spodcast.com.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, Drive Tribe.
Do you have anything on the side? Sorry, I'm getting in
That's
front of you. Anything on the side? Your own?
No.
Okay. Cool.
No.
Robert.
Say Instagram, Rob Veerhout.
Oh, okay. There you go. Cool.
Yeah, Instagram, 1010s_Michael. You can
All right.
find all my drift shenanigans and things on there. So,
Anybody want to put your phone number in the video?
well, it depends. Who's watching this?
It's the South End car show in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Whereas Cars Un Cafe is on the North End in downtown. That's the one you want to come to if you're in Vegas. Last Sunday of every month.
All right. Cool. So what do we plan on doing after this?
Well, we might take you out to the world famous Pioneer Saloon and have a little breakfast. You'll get some B-roll of that. When you see the place, you'll be like, oh, okay, I've seen this place.
Anything you want to say to Jeremy Clarkson, James May, Richard Hammond, Hamster?
I'm still waiting on my invite
Yeah.
to come hang out and like buy a stupid car and do some stupid crap with them. So I don't know why we haven't gotten that, because we produce a lot of content for Drive Tribe. We've worked with you. We work with some of the guys from the other parts of the country, and I'm not sure like where our invite is. That's what I want to know.
It's coming. They're going to launch the Grand Tour, right?
Are they going to do another like, could we do like a subpar Grand Tour and it could be the three of us?
Let's do that.
Our budget would be so much smaller. They
Yeah.
wouldn't even notice.
It's like the Grand Tour mini-me kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Robert, what do you got?
Well, that's it, man.
You don't want to say anything to anybody?
Not really.
Come on.
Like the minor tour?
The minor tour. That's for 18 and under, I think.
No, you get the grand tour.
Right. Local.
How about the mediocre tour?
Or local tour.
The local tour, yeah. We'll just stay in one area, yeah.
Adam.
Shout out to my mom and dad, maybe? I don't know.
Thank you, Mom, for having me so we could be at this show.
That's about all I got. I don't know, man.
Who's your favorite guys on the trio?
You have one out of three?
That's really hard. James May is, to me, the funniest because he is the most ridiculous in my opinion. But you gotta love Clarkson, you gotta love Hammond too. So.
Okay. Robert?
I'd probably go with Hammond. I think I relate to him the best.
Hammond.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I think Hammond as well. He's kind of my spirit animal. He makes a lot of terrible automotive decisions, which I'm all about. It's kind of my favorite thing.
Davy Jones from the Monkees, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
John?
Are those guys still alive?
Yeah, we've heard this before from John.
I don't know.
I mean, from JP. JP at Dirt Fascination Podcast Studios.
Yeah, man.
You have
Come
a
out to
fave?
Vegas.
You have a fave?
They're three great tastes that taste great together. Individually, not so much. Individually, not so much. They need each other.
All right.
The foil. Comedian foils. It's great.
Roger
Good
that.
combination.
Tell everybody what you guys are doing next. Fill them in. Do we have any surprises coming up? Any releases that you want to announce today while we're here?
I'm going to Austin, Texas in February for Super Lap Battle.
Okay.
I think that's just probably going to be me, though, and we haven't really set our schedule for the summer yet. We'll see where we're going to be. I don't know yet.
We do Grid Life Midwest every year, so that's at Gingerman Raceway. So you can expect us there. If people are watching, they go to that. It's a great event. If you're interested in going, definitely check it out. it's probably going to sell out now, and it's a high demand event. So if you want to go, get in on it early, get your tickets. It's a great time. There's drifting. There's professional drifters, FD guys there. Time attack. You can do lapping if you can get a ticket to do lapping. With just any car in the beginner group or whatever. But yeah, check it out. It's a really cool event.
All right, we're gonna do an impromptu take the mic. All right, here you go.
Taking the mic. I don't
take over. Pass it around.
Michael Buda should get over here. Buda, get in here. He's like, no, he doesn't want to do it. This is his car that we're standing in front of. And did any of you guys scuff it up or anything like that? No. He's going to get really upset if you do. He will take you down.
I'm told not to back up either.
I saw you looking at it earlier.
Yes.
So,
So Buda told me some things about the 996 because I looked at one on Monday, and I think we both agreed that it was overpriced. But this car is really nice. It's the 4S, correct? So it's the wide body. It's got all the turbo parts on it, basically, with the exception of the turbo. It's a really cool car. It's a really great shape, too. What year did you say this is? 2005. So this would be like the last of the 996 before they transitioned to the 7. So, I mean, it's a really cool piece, in my opinion. I'm going to keep – it kind of satiates me. I'm going to keep looking for one, which is kind of dangerous, but I'm going to keep looking. But I dig your car, too, JP. So what year is this one?
So this one is a 78 SC. So it's the when the SCs came, the impact bumper cars, the air-cooled versions, started in 74 and went all the way to 89. But the 74 to 77 were what were called narrow bodies. And then the SC came out. So this car is just a little bit wider. It's got the flares in the back. It's got the bigger motor. They went from a 2.7 to a 3-liter. This particular one is a 3.2. But if you're going to do the air-cooled route, SCs and mid-year cars are probably the best value if that's the range that you're in.
Sure.
But 4S 996s, I've owned multiple, and they're great. They're fantastic.
So did you stroke out this motor then? Is that what that is? Overbore or stroke?
Yeah, I did not do the motor. I got the car this way. Yeah, the previous owner did that.
Any other details on this car then to share? Anything else you've done to it?
I mean, not really. It's got some cosmetic stuff done to it. It's got a ducktail and a few other little doodads. It's got some sport seats out of a turbo from the same era, which I kind of love. There was a few of them back there in the 80s that most of them have just like leather that's one color. But if you get a shot, I don't know if you can get a shot of this at some point, but it's the Porsche script. It's the cloth in the center and it has Porsche written on it, and I just love that stupid little detail, but it's very redwood.
Yeah, it is cool. It's it looks like a driver. I assume that you enjoy it and don't worry about it and drive it hard and have a good time with it.
This is the one that we're gonna, that we could take to Mexico and take off on dirt. I mean, it's not an off-road setup. Some people do actually build these for off-road, but this one is just who cares if it gets a rock chip? It's got patina. It's the paint's all faded and scratched up. And if you watch any of our films, you watch The Professor. Is one of our earlier films. Ben, the professor, has a car that's almost identical to this one, and we kind of subscribe to the same type of. I don't know. It's like Porsches are like potato chips. More is better. So this isn't the only Porsche I have, but this is the one that gets beat on the most. And the dirt and the scratches, that doesn't slow you down. That's kind of a Magnus Walker thing. These cars are meant to be driven. There's a lot of them that are out there that are just beautiful and they're kept pristine and people put them in museums. But really the reason why these things are so damn popular right now and why the values, as I'm sure you know, have gone ridiculous is because they're just fun to drive. There's something about being shoved around a corner and trying to hang on to this stupid thing and making it work. Because for the most part, they're kind of difficult to drive quickly. But like anything difficult, that's more rewarding, right? When you do it right, when you actually get it, it's like, oh, okay, that's what's fun about it. So anyways, I good luck on your Porsche search, man.
Once you've sold me, stop selling. That's
dude. Well, here's the thing. My wife said it, and by the way, my wife encourages all this stuff. She's like, get whatever you want, but she did mention a long time ago that I probably should have gotten a heroin addiction instead. It's
It's way cheaper.
Yeah, way less expensive. So once you go down that hole, you're kind of screwed.
Great.
Welcome. Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Migs, for introducing me to all of these Porsche people as well, because it's just enabling this bad behavior.
Earlier. We could have got you in the Dur or Die podcast. We'll get you down to the studio.
Yeah, we'll have to do that sometime. We'll have to figure out how to connect on that. So yeah.
The first one's free once you're hooked.
Yeah.
That's who said that. Yes. Oh, it was Dusty, who's a fan of ours. He shot some video for us or some photos for us. He literally said to me yesterday when I was talking about test driving that other car, he's like, first hit's free. The next one's a little more expensive.
Slippery slope, man.
It's good to finally meet up with you. We'll hope to see you again in the future. Maybe do some collaboration. That would be awesome. Like John and I, JP and I do. In the meantime, guys, stay tuned. At the SCCA convention, I actually met up with Paul Fanner from Racer Magazine, and he came up to me and he goes, "Yeah, man, I'm right here. I'll see you next week at the Rolex 24." I was like, okay, I just want to make sure you're getting the emails. So stay tuned. Next week we'll be at Rolex 24 covering that event. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Drive Tribe.
Let's go get some coffee.
Let's do it.
So absurd.
I mean, you would think we're in Indiana.
All right, guys, so we're heading to Dur Fascination Studios. Dur Studio. Dur or Die Studio. We got Adam Nielsen in the back.
I can't put my head straight up.
In the back of the Porsche.
It's fine though.
How was that?
Here's our guys from.
It's really no different than when I was in my TT. So
Nice. All right, hang on.
I used the Rams when I
You use a what?
Ram.
A Ram? Is that the name of the bracket?
Yeah.
The holder?
When I'm on track. Videos.
This one shakes like crazy, yeah.
My GPS data is quite something.
Sorry, Dur Studio. What do you guys think? 10 podcasts at another podcast location. That's what you call doing homework.
Yeah,
you got to check out, see what other people are doing.
It's pretty dope. I dig it.
See if you like any ideas, maybe incorporate them.
I'll have to find a space.
And JP is showing everybody around. He's passing out. Can you show us some stickers? and stuff?
They've got the swag.
Look at that.
Swag, t-shirt,
Get the
stickers.
Dur Fascination.
You get a round one, you got a little meatball one. Nice,
meatball.
very nice, excellent. Those are my favorite. We're getting some big ones made. Perfect. And next time you see the car out there, it's going to have big 24-inch Dur meatballs.
All right, so now we're going to get breakfast. So here we go.
Breakfast.